Welcome friends to a new session on molecular biology. In this session, we will discuss various forms of RNA polymerase and cofactors. RNA polymerase, the enzyme essential to life. First, let us see about various forms of RNA polymerases. The synthesis of RNA from DNA is called transcription. According to the central dogma of molecular biology, in transcription an mRNA production happens first and in translation production of corresponding protein happens second. RNA polymerase is the key enzyme made up of many different protein subunits that control transcription. RNA polymerase and its subunits are present in the parent cell before it divides, since it plays a key role in cells that are preparing to divide. When this parent cell divides, it not only segregates its DNA, but also segregates RNA polymerase and its subunits, all of the other important organelles, nuclei and cytosolic molecules it harbors during cytokinesis. Without having to produce RNA polymerase de novo, a new daughter cell can make transcription like this. RNA polymerase, in short, it is also called RNAP or RNA pol, also known as DNA dependent RNA polymerase, is an enzyme that produces primary transcript RNA. A primary transcript is the single stranded RNA product synthesized by transcription of DNA and processed to yield various products of mature RNA such as rRNAs, tRNAs and mRNAs. The primary transcripts that are designated to mRNAs are modified in preparation for translation. For example, a precursor mRNA is a type of primary transcript that becomes an mRNA after processing. RNAP was discovered in 1960 independently by Audrey Stevens Nyogi and Gerard Hurwitz. By this time, one half of the 1959 Nobel Prize in Medicine had been awarded to Severo Ocao de Albornoz for the discovery RNA polymerase, but instead turned out to be polynucleotide phosphorylase. The Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 2006 was awarded to Roger David Korenberg for generating detailed molecular image of RNA polymerase during different phases of the transcription process. RNA polymerase a complex enzyme. The RNA polymerases that catalyze transcription are complex multimeric process. In prokaryotes, RNA is synthesized by a single kind of polymerase. In contrast, the nucleus of the eukaryotes contains three types of RNA polymerases: prokaryotic RNA polymerase in Escherichia coli. In bacterial systems like E. coli, a single RNA polymerase RNAP is responsible for synthesis of all kinds of RNAs, that is mRNA, tRNAs and rRNA. This RNA polymerase has been purified and its structure and function is now known in some detail. The E. coli RNA polymerase has a molecular weight of about 4,80,000 Dalton and consists of 5 polypeptides including 2 chains of alpha polypeptide and 1 chain of beta, beta prime and sigma polypeptides, and this is given in the figure. This figure shows the model of the structure of prokaryotic RNA polymerase and it shows the association of 5 polypeptides. The table details the different components of one molecule of Escherichia coli RNA polymerase enzyme. The subunit alpha is with the molecular weight 40,000 Daltons, and the possible function is promoter binding. The subunit beta is with the mass 1,55,000 Daltons. The possible function is nucleotide binding. The subunit beta prime is with mass 1,60,000 and the possible function is template binding. The subunit sigma is with the mass 85,000 Daltons and the possible function is initiation. The beta prime subunit is the largest subunit encoded by RPOC gene. It contains part of the active center that is responsible for RNA synthesis and also contains some of the determinants for non-sequence specific interactions with the nascent RNA and DNA. The beta subunit is the second largest subunit encoded by RPOB gene and contains the rest of the active center that is responsible for RNA synthesis. It also contains the rest of the factors for non-sequence specific interactions with the nascent RNA and DNA. The third largest subunit is alpha subunit and is present in 2 copies per RNA polymerase. Each alpha subunit contains 2 domains, alpha NTD, that is N terminal domain, and alpha CTD, that is C terminal domain. The alpha NTD contains the determinants for assembly of RNA polymerase and alpha CTD contains the factors for interaction with promoter DNA, making non-specific non-sequence interactions at most promoters and sequence specific interactions at upstream element containing promoters. It also contains determinants for interactions with regulatory factors. 2 of these are identical. Thus, the enzyme contains 4 distinct polypeptides. The RNA polymerase molecule, the holoenzyme, has the composition alpha 2 beta, beta prime, sigma, in which attachment of sigma factor is not very resistant. So, that the core enzyme alpha 2 beta, beta prime can be easily isolated. The alpha subunits are involved in the assembly of the tetrameric core of RNA polymerase. The beta subunits contains the ribonucleoside phosphate binding site and the beta prime subunit harbors the DNA template binding region. One subunit, the sigma factor, is involved only in the initiation of transcription. It plays no role in elongation. After RNA chain initiation has occurred, the sigma factor is released and chain elongation is catalyzed by the core enzyme. The function of sigma is to recognize and bind RNA polymerase to the transcription initiation or the core promoter region containing the 35 and 10 elements in DNA as shown in the figure. The core enzyme, that is with sigma absent, will catalyze RNA synthesis from DNA templates in vitro. In doing so, it will initiate RNA chains at random sites on both strands of DNA. In contrast, the holoenzyme, that is with sigma present, initiates RNA chains in vitro only at sites used in vivo. The sigma factor helps in recognition of start signals on DNA molecule and directs RNA polymerase for the selection of the initiation sites. In the absence of sigma, core enzyme initiates RNA synthesis in a random manner, suggesting the role of sigma in recognition of initiation sites. Once RNA synthesis is initiated, sigma dissociates after RNA is 8 to 9 base pair long and then the core enzyme brings about the elongation of mRNA. The dissociated sigma factor may again combine with the core enzyme to form RNA polymerase holoenzyme as shown in this figure. The alpha and beta prime have constant sizes in most bacteria. The sigma varies from 32,000 to 92,000 Daltons. Although in prokaryotes like E. coli, all RNA synthesis is done by only one kind of RNA polymerase molecules, there may be more than one sigma factors which associate each with the same core enzyme at different times for expression of different genes. For example, in E. coli, besides sigma 70 used under normal conditions of growth, at least 3 other sigma factors, that is sigma 32, sigma 54, sigma 28 are now known, which are used under adverse conditions like high temperature, nitrogen deficiency and for chemotaxis. Let us look into eukaryotic RNA polymerases. Whereas a single RNA polymerase catalyzes all transcription in prokaryotes, but eukaryotes ranging in complexity from the single celled yeast to humans contain 3 different RNA polymerases. All 3 RNA polymerases or enzymes designated RNA polymerase 1, RNA polymerase 2 and RNA polymerase 3. These polymerases are more complex with 10 or more subunits than the E. coli RNA polymerase. Moreover, unlike the E. coli polymerase, all the 3 eukaryotic RNA polymerases require the assistance of other proteins called transcription factors in order to initiate the synthesis of RNA chains. The 3 types of RNA polymerases in eukaryotes differ in template specificity, location in the nucleus and susceptibility to inhibitors, and this is detailed in the table to follow. RNA polymerase 1 is located in the nucleolus, a distinct region of the nucleus where RNAs are synthesized and combined with the ribosomal proteins. RNA polymerase 1 catalyzes the synthesis of all ribosomal RNAs except the small 5s rRNA. RNA polymerase 2 is located in the nucleus and transcribes nuclear genes that encode proteins and perhaps other genes specifying hnRNAs, that is heterogeneous nuclear RNA. RNA polymerase 3 is also located in the nucleus that catalyzes the synthesis of the transfer RNA molecules, the 5s rRNA molecules and small nuclear RNAs. All the 3 polymerases exhibit very different sensitivities to inhibition by alpha amanitin, a metabolic poison produced by the mushroom Amanita phalloides. RNA polymerase 1 activity is insensitive to alpha amanitin. RNA polymerase 2 activity is inhibited completely by low concentrations of alpha amanitin, and RNA polymerase 3 exhibits an intermediate level of sensitivity to this drug. Thus, alpha amanitin can be used to determine which RNA polymerase catalyzes the transcription of a particular gene. First, let us see about RNA polymerase 1. RNA polymerase 1, otherwise also called as RNAP1 or POL1, is in higher eukaryotes the polymerase that only transcribes ribosomal RNA, a type of RNA that accounts for about 50% of the total RNA synthesized in a cell. RNA polymerase 1 is a 550 kilodalton enzyme and consists of 14 polypeptides or protein subunits. 12 of these protein subunits have related or identical counterparts in RNA polymerase 2 and 3. The other 2 protein subunits are related to initiation factors of RNA polymerase 2 and have structural homologous in RNA polymerase III. This is the structure of eukaryotic RNA polymerase II in complex with alpha amanitin. Now, let us look into the case of RNA polymerase II. It is otherwise also called as RNAP2 or Pol2, consists of 550 kilodalton complex of 12 subunits and catalyzes the transcription of DNA to synthesize precursors of mRNA and most snRNA and microRNA. A RNAP2 is the most steady type of RNA polymerase. A wide range of transcription factors are required for it to bind to upstream gene promoters and begin transcription. The core RNA polymerase II has typically 10 to 12 subunits. 12 subunits are present in humans and yeast. Let us see the subunits of RNA polymerase enzyme 2. First subunit is RPB1. It configures the DNA binding domain of the polymerase, the groove in which the DNA template is transcribed into RNA in combination with several other polymerase subunits. Subunit RPB2, it retains contact in the active site of the RNA polymerase enzyme between the newly synthesized RNA and the DNA template. RPB3 with another polymerase subunit Pol R2J and RPB3 exist as heterodimer forming a core assembly. The next subunit RPB4, the function is it acts as a stress protective factor. RPB5, it strongly interact with RPB1, RPB3 and RPB6. The next subunit RPB6, it forms a structure with the two other subunits that stabilizes the transcribing RNA polymerase on the DNA template. RPB7, it plays an important role in regulating polymerase activity. It strongly interacts with RPB1 and RPB5. RPB8, it interacts with subunits RPB1, 2, 3, 5 and 7. RPB9, the groove in which template DNA is transcribed into RNA is composed of RPB1 and RPB9. Subunit RPB10 is encoded by Pol R2L gene and interacts with RPB1, 2, 3 and 5. No specific function is assigned to it. Subunit RPB11, in humans RPB11 is encoded by 3 genes Pol R2J, Pol R2J2 and Pol R2J3. Here also no specific function is assigned. RPB12 interacts with RPB3. RNA polymerase III, it transcribes DNA to synthesize ribosomal 5S rRNA, tRNA and other small RNAs in eukaryotes. This enzyme complex has a limited role than the Pol3 in prokaryote cells. The RNA Pol3 transcribed genes fall in the category of housekeeping genes and their expression is required in most environmental conditions and in all cell types. Therefore, the regulation of RNA Pol3 transcription is primarily confined to the regulation of cell growth and the cell cycle, thus requiring fewer regulatory proteins than RNA polymerase II. Under stress conditions, however, the protein MAF1, that is MFP1 associated factor 1, MFP MAR binding filament like protein represses Pol3 activity. A team of biologists at Washington University has discovered two RNA polymerases in plants, namely RNA polymerases 4 and RNA polymerases 5. They are actually specialized forms of RNA polymerase 2 in eukaryotic organisms. Now, coming to RNA polymerase 4, it is an enzyme which synthesizes small interfering RNA, that is siRNA in plants. RNA polymerase 4 is specific to plant genomes and is essential for the synthesis of about 90% of 24 nucleotide heterochromatic siRNA. RNA polymerase 4 silences the transposons and repetitive DNA in the siRNA pathway. The siRNA plays an important role in defending the genome against transposable elements and the invading viruses by RNA directed DNA methylation. RNA polymerase 4 and ROS1, that is rod outer segment 1, demethylase, unlocks and recondenses the 5S rDNA chromatin, which is present in seeds and also used for the development of adult features in plants. RNA polymerase 4 is involved in the setting of methylation patterns in the 5S genes during plant maturation. In Arabidopsis, RNA polymerase 4 works with binding protein endoribonuclease dicer like 3, that is DCL3, and a RNA polymerase 2 RDR2 in a silencing pathway. RNA polymerase 4 would produce RNA which is changed to dsRNA by RDR2 and converted to siRNA by DCL3. Now, let us see about RNA polymerase 5. RNA polymerase 5, which is shown in this figure, is a multi-subunit RNA polymerase enzyme complex found in the nucleus of plants. It is involved in the DNA methylation dependent silencing of endogenous repeated sequences and accumulation of siRNAs. RNA polymerase 5 is composed of subunits that are identical to the 12 subunits of RNA polymerase 2. The two large subunits in RNA P5 comprise the most conserved portion, including catalytic site, and share similarity with other bacterial and eukaryotic multi-subunit RNA polymerases. The largest subunit is found only in the RNA P4A complex and contains an extended carboxy terminal domain that includes multiple repeats of a 16 amino acid consensus sequence as well as other sequences. The second largest subunit is also found in RNA P4A. The remainder of the complex is composed of smaller subunits. Now, let us summarize the following discussion on various forms of RNA polymerase. Transcription is catalyzed by the enzyme RNA polymerases. RNA polymerase is a complex enzyme that catalyzes transcription, a complex multimeric process. The E. coli contain a single RNA polymerase with 4,80,000 Daltons and 5 polypeptides, alpha 2, beta, beta prime, sigma, known as the holoenzyme. The core enzyme will catalyze the RNA synthesis from DNA templates. Eukaryotes contain 3 enzymes: RNA polymerase 1, 2 and 3. RNA polymerase 1 make ribosomal RNA precursors, 2 makes mRNA precursors and 3 makes tRNA precursors. They are more complex with 10 or more subunits than E. coli RNA polymerases and require the assistance of proteins called transcription factors for the initiation of RNA chains. Moreover, a team of biologists at Washington University has discovered 2 other polymerases, RNA polymerase 4 and RNA polymerase 5, found only in plants. I will give you certain assignments based on the discussions what we had. 1. Holoenzyme and core enzyme are synonymous with RNA polymerase and explain. 2. Write short notes on the structure and functions of different RNA polymerases. 3. Explain the role of sigma factor in bacterial RNA polymerase. 4. Discuss the role of eukaryotic RNA polymerases. 5. Give a brief account on the role of sigma factor NUS-A and core enzyme of RNA polymerase during transcription. Now, let me give you certain references for your further reading. 1. A book with the title Biochemistry, it is the 5th edition, authored by Berg, Timusco, Stryer in the year 2008, published by Freeman and Company, New York, USA. A second one is with the title Cell Biology, 7th edition, authored by Karp, published by John Wiley and Sons, Singapore. Third one with the title Molecular Biology of the Cell, 5th edition, authored by Alberts, Johnson, Lewis, Raff, Roberts and Walter in the year 2007, published by Garland Science, New York as well as London. Another book is with the title Gene 9, authored by Levin in the year 2007. The publishers are Jones and Bartlett, Sunbury, Massachusetts. Another book is with the title Biochemistry. It is authored by Davidson and Sitman in the year 1997 and published by Waverly, New Delhi. Another book is with the title Principles of Genetics, authored by Gardner and Nustad in the year 1984, published by John Wiley, New York. Yet another book is with the title Principles of Genetics, authored by Sinnett, Dunn and Dobzhansky in the year 1958, published by McGraw-Hill, New York. I will also give you certain websites for your further reference. First one is www.bioencyclopedia.org. A second one is www.oxfordgenetics.com. So, we have come to the end of this session. We will meet in another session with a new topic. Until then, bye.